Hi and welcome to the Introducing Flamenco series. In this video we're going to talk about Sevillanas, so let's jump right into the material. Sevillanas are a much more folkloric dance that come from Seville or Sevilla, and it is usually danced in couples, originally between a man and a woman because it was a dance of gallantry, but these days very common to see two women dancing together as well as entire villages in Spain that will dance these together. It is the most structured of the flamenco styles that usually consists of an entrada or a rhythmic introduction, a salida, which is a intro to the melody, and a copla, which is the full melody. In this video, we're going to talk about the entrada and how to play the entrance or the introduction with some basic chords. So let's take a look at our first two chords. Keep in mind that I do have a cejilla or a capo on the second fret of my guitar today, and the first chord we're going to look at, we're going to do a sevillana in A minor. So our first chord is going to be A minor. That is middle finger, second fret on D for this note, ring finger, second fret on G for this note, and pointer finger, first fret on B for this note. And that is our A minor. Next we have an E7 chord, which is a very similar shape to A minor. We're just going to move it over. Think of it as taking that A minor shape, moving it towards you one string each. So that way your middle finger is on A, your ring finger is on D, pointer finger is on G now. Now lift your ring finger so that way we have an open D, and this is E7. And those are the two chords we need to get started. Sevillanas are usually counted in groups of three. So we're going to start on the A minor chord, and we're just going to do indice rasgueado for this entire introduction of this sevillana. So what we're going to do first, the first measure, it's just three indices on beats 1, 2, 3. And these are just downstrokes. 1, 2, 3. From here, we're going to go to E7. We're going to go 1 and 2 and. So this is down, up, down, up. On beat 3, we go back to A minor for 3, 1 and 2, 3. So if you want to think of it this way from the beginning, we have quarter, quarter note, switch to E7, eighth note, back to A minor for quarter, eighth note, quarter, quarter, if you want to think of it that way. So the whole thing will sound like this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 3. Let's do that one more time nice and slow. Starting on A minor. 1, 2, 3, switch to E7, 1 and 2, and A minor 3, 1 and 2, 3. And this pattern is going to loop. Those last two measures are going to loop continuously until the dance is ready to begin. So we start with those three downstrokes. That's kind of like an intro to the sevillana and what key that we're in. But these measures here are going to repeat. So it's going to sound something like this. 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 3. When we are ready to end the introduction, we end on beat 2. So that will sound like this. We have 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2. And this is a signal to the dancers that we are about to start. We are about to move into the section of the sevillana called the salida. But in this video, we're just discussing the entrada, or the introduction. So let's do it one more time nice and slow, and we will end on that beat 2 when we're ready. So start on the A minor. So we have 1, 2, 3, E7, 1 and 2, and A minor 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, and about Sevillana is that it can be played in any key. Doesn't matter if it's major, minor, or in the flamenco Phrygian keys. So that one was in A minor, but we can also do A major, for example. So the chords we need for that are A major and E7. And nothing changes in our pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 3. Now we have a major Sevillana. It's a little more uplifting, a little happier sounding. So now we have a different key. We can also do C major, for example. C major and G7. So 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 3. And now we have something that sounds like that. If you want a Phrygian one, A major and B flat. And that is a much more flamenco sounding Sevillana. So it doesn't matter what key it's in, because all these Sevillanas are structured the same. Like I said earlier, Sevillanas are the most structured of the flamenco palos, where I like to tell my students that once you learn one Sevillana, you kind of know them all, because they all relate in some way. And that's all I'll give you in this video. Feel free to play around with the different key signatures of these Sevillanas. So we did one in A minor. You also have an A major one going between A major and E7. You can do C major to G7. And if you want a more flamenco sounding one, you have A to the flamenco style B flat chord. And the pattern of the right hand doesn't change. All that's changing is the key that we're in, but all of them work exactly the same. So I will see you in the next lesson. Let me know down below if there's something that you would like to see in a future video, and please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. And I'll see you next time. Hasta luego.